Well, hey, everybody, welcome to a long overdue episode here of the One More Minute podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for being patient with me. Man, it has been a crazy just start to the year, and all things incredible. But I'm sure you've been in a season like that where I'm experiencing now, where just kind of feels like everything's happening one after another. We had our third son in January, who is doing so well, very healthy. We're so grateful for how just even chill of a baby he is. So we have Rory, who was just born a couple of like maybe 2 months ago now, after you're listening to this. But yeah, so we had a baby. We also, our middle son had some minor surgery, nothing crazy, but just some stuff that he needed to get taken care of. And then also in the midst of all that, if life wasn't busy enough, we decided to move. And so yeah, things have just been crazy for the past couple of weeks, just a lot of moving around and shuffling around. We also get to go on a cool family vacation here, spring break. And so hopefully you're doing something similar. If spring break is this week for you, hopefully you're getting a time to relax and spend it with loved ones. We certainly are. But with all this craziness and all the madness, that's why, hey, maybe you've noticed there hasn't been a couple of episodes in the last few weeks. Even this week is technically what I'd consider like a mini-sode of just me kind of yapping here for a little bit. I trust me here. If you're worrying, okay, hey, is this podcast coming to a close? No, it is not. In fact, I feel like I'm even more excited about this show than ever. We have some cool ideas for this year. The reality just is that this is me. I have some other people who are helping me out and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's just me trying to schedule and put stuff together. So I appreciate your grace that you're extending to me, while I'm sure, hopefully, some of you love this show and you tune in every week, and I'm so grateful for it. But yeah, as we kind of get out of this busy season, we'll start to see a couple more episodes pick up. Just as an FYI, for those of you who are faithful listeners, and there are many of you, which I'm so grateful for, probably for the next couple of weeks or so, I'm going to start just moving to bi-weekly. It just makes a little bit more sense for me, and then I can also provide you with some more, just understanding of how this show is going to go. And so do have some fun episodes planned up for the next couple of weeks, some cool guests that haven't been on here before. And I'm really excited to host them. Also, for everybody that does listen to the show, I hope you hear this. Hopefully you've gotten to this point in the episode and you're still listening. You haven't just tuned me out. But if you do listen to this show pretty frequently, I would love for you to reach out to me and tell me, hey, these are the episodes and these are the guests who we've really loved. We'd love for you to interview or talk to XYZ, whoever it is. We have a lot of cool ones planned out for this year, from different career roles outside of, some of them in ministry and in churches, some of them outside of that world and context. But all in all, very excited for what the future holds for the One More Minute podcast, praying that this be the year that we also get you some more kind of content in the means of video and things like that. But in the meantime, here's what I'd wish for you and what I'm wishing for myself as I step into vacation this week. Enjoy and cherish the time that you have with your family. There is nothing like, something I've found in the last couple of years is there is nothing quite like being a dad. And so while you get that opportunity to have little ones or however old your kids are, just to fully enjoy it. I'm going to always prioritize my children, my family, even over this show, as much as I do love doing it. And so spend time with loved ones, enjoy it, enjoy that season. Also, for maybe this is a good time too for you to just turn off the news for a while. Put away social media. My wife and I have been doing this thing called Brick. They're not a sponsor, but I wish they would be. It's that little brick thing that you can tap your phone to and turn off certain apps or social media. It's been amazing, because as great as social media is for engaging with friends and telling people what's up, there's also nothing quite like just being in the present. And sometimes we get so wrapped up in the algorithm and what's going on in the world that we tend to just feel a little bit negative or frustrated or, down about all the things that's happening. I personally believe that we were never really designed as human beings to engage in or just to understand of everything that's happening in the world. It can put us in a very sour place, a very negative place. And the reality is that there's also a lot of good happening in the world. And so maybe in this week, if you're going into spring break or if you have an opportunity, grab one of those bricks. You'll probably get advertised now on Instagram now that you're listening to this. But You could also pick one up online or just turn off your phone for a little bit. Enjoy the people around you. Either way, I'm grateful for every single person listening to this episode today. I'm very excited for what we'll have in the weeks to come. The goal is, even though I said bi-weekly, to have an episode for you next week, and that kind of starts the bi-weekly rhythm. But then beyond that, we are going to have a really great year this year. Hope you're doing well. We'll talk soon.